Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is a jewellery box that I made out of cardboard and watercolour paper, and on the inside it's got these pins. They're like corkboard pins, little push pins, and I've just plopped them in to hold some jewellery, and there are also little paper clips on the inside as well. I was going to make a video where I showed you how I created this, but it took 4 days, and you know, it's definitely not perfect. It's got a lot of issues with it, but it does the job for me, and yeah, I'm hoping I can paint it and make it look super cute. So because I've covered everything in watercolour paper, I think it should be quite easy to paint, and I want to try using this like squishy foam. I think this is just sea foam actually. It's got cat hair on it. And I want to just use like a sort of a dotted effect all around it. The design I'm going to go for is sort of clouds, and a bit like the image on my YouTube page. So hopefully it looks really cute. We'll find out, I guess. And I've just done some really rough outline of where I want the clouds to be. I think I'll start with the main part first. First things first, I'm just going to get a really big brush. I'm sitting quite far down, so apologies if this ends up looking a little bit weird, but hopefully it's okay. Yes, I'm going to start with just mixing up a few colours. I'm going to go with some pinks and some blues as well. So I'm just going to gather a lot of water on this mop brush here, and I think I've got some nice, this is a nice blue here, this is a sort of granulating galaxy type blue, which I think will work really well on the very top. I've got some other blues in here as well. I'm just going to mix it all together because it doesn't really matter. I can sort of add to it and make it prettier. It might be too green. And I really want to just get a lot of water there as well. There we go, that's better blue. I don't really have a cerulean blue. This is my Roman small palette. Yeah, I don't really have a cerulean, so I'm just gonna see what I can make with what I've got. That's a bit better. And again, I just want to add a lot of water. Next I'm going to mix up a nice pink. I think I'm going to try mixing it up in this area here. I've got this pink here, hopefully you can see. This is like a nice sort of bright pink. And I'm going to mix that in with a teeny bit of red just to make it a bit more natural. this one as well. It's a bit more orange. I really want this to be nice and wet, so I'm just going to let this soak a bit. This is the first time I've done this. I probably should have trialled on a page first, but yeah, not much of a planner. I just really want to get started on it. Oh, lovely. Okay, so I'm just gonna, I can immediately tell that needs a lot more water, so I'm just gonna pick up some more here. I'll try and hold it so you can see what I'm doing as well. I'm not too fussed about this being, you know, perfect or anything like that. I just want to get as much colour on as possible and then sort of layer on and, you know, make it all nice and pretty after. I put masking tape around all the fittings that I've got on there as well, so that hopefully it doesn't you know, get ruined. And I might turn it around so that it all merges together. Sort of trying a bit wet on wet. Okay. I think that's probably a bit too messy, to be honest with you. I'm gonna just let this dry and then go in with another layer of some blue and just sort of tidy up a little bit of it later. But for the time being, I'm going to do the blue on the inside with this mop brush. There we go. I've done the inside now and just added a bit more colour to the top. What I wanted to do for the bases here, I mean I was going to keep them white, but that doesn't seem to be happening, so I'm thinking I will just lean into the pink and purple Maybe I'll just keep it to the clouds and I can go over in some gouache later. On the insides, obviously I've got these drawers, but I'm just going to colour coordinate them because all of the drawers I've put little logos on them, so I know which drawer fits into which area. And as an example, this one is a circle, so this circle goes in here. When I made this, I in no way made it, you know, I didn't measure or anything, I just kind of just winged it, so each of the drawers only fits into one area. So for this one, I think I'm going to go, no, I think I'm going to go yellow. Yeah. I sort of want to do maybe like a yellow all around the outside, but on the inside I'll definitely have just a bright yellow. As much as bright as I can get anyway. So it's sort of looking green at the moment. And I will just put that somewhere here, I think. I need to change the water. I'll just add a little bit of orange as well, just to give it a bit more. Like a deeper colour. I think a slightly oranger colour will work a bit better. So, okay, I'm going to go just literally layer it all on the inside. And again, I'm not too worried about this being messy. I mean, probably not going to see it all that often. I sort of want to do them all yellow. I think they'll look really cute. I'm going to do it. I'm going to go all yellow. And then I'll just have to figure out another way to identify which straw goes in which area. Okay, I don't really want to overwork it too much, so I'm going to leave it there. This isn't the best quality paper either, so it's never going to do exactly what I want it to do. I'm just going to quickly continue painting the insides. But I might use a smaller brush just so I can get some more of that yellow. Actually mix that in. Not sure if you can really see my yellow mix here. I'll bring it through. I'm now going to do a second layer on the front, and I've also got some gouache that I made up for the clouds, but I think I'm going to continue with the blue going into the pink first, and then I'll work on the clouds after. So problem with using a big mop brush is that it obviously soaks up a lot of the actual colour, and so you need quite a lot of paint to really get it on your you know, what you're working on. Okay, I'm just going to see how this works, and I'll try and tilt it as well, so and I'm not trying to get it too perfect. I sort of want it to be a bit messy and a bit you know, haphazard. I think that's sort of the vibe that I'm going for at the moment. And oh, I always try to keep the reds and the blues separate when I'm cleaning the brush, just so I've got less contamination. Okay, and yeah, I'm just going to go through, and yeah, you can see it's dried so quickly. It's not merging in the best way. I'm going to tip it upside down. Hopefully that will encourage some movement of the water. I've got hair here. Get rid of that. Oh, of course, I've put too much water on. There we go. And I will blend that in a bit as well. So obviously there's a lot of cauliflowering happening, and I think that is just the nature of this paper, and obviously I'm using a massive mop brush to do this, so it's going to be very wet, but I'm just trying to really lean into that and just create some cool effects. So this is going to be drying for a little while, but what I wanted to do is try and get some of the clouds at the bottom. So I've got some watered down gouache here, and I'm just going to pick up with a sponge. I don't know how I feel about these sponges in all honesty, but I'm just going to go and see what happens. I think this sort of textured effect for the clouds is what I'm looking for, and I think what I'll do is sort of build the layers as I go. Obviously it's a bit better to have the gouache on white paper rather than trying to cover the pink that's there. But we'll give it a go anyway. I sort of want it to be a bit, yeah, but maybe a bit swirly. Yeah, I quite like that. Yeah, that's nice. That's a nice effect there. And I can sort of merge that in with the rest down here. I think it's going to be a case of just sort of between sort of highlights and just sort of layering on top of it, because I sort of want this purple effect at the bottom to just give it a bit more depth and make the clouds feel a bit more, you know, 3D and full. And I'm going to achieve that with some darker coloured centres and a lot of highlights around like the top of the clouds. Yeah, I think I'm going to be using quite a lot of gouache. I've literally never done anything like this before, so I mean, I've got to be honest, I'm a little bit surprised by how it's turning out. I was expecting something absolutely horrendous, but I think I can work with what we've got here. I just have to be thoughtful in how I'm doing this a bit. See, down here would be perfect for a bit more pink and possibly a bit of blue as well. Yeah. Okay. Once I've done with the clouds, I wanted to put some glittery paint. I've got some glittery watercolour, like metallic paints basically, and I'm going to make a few just stars and highlight some of the clouds as well with a nice, quite literally silver lining. And I think that will just make it stand out and make it feel a bit more polished as well. I wanted just to show where we are with this now. What I've done is on the front of the drawers, I just essentially made this little cloud scene, so we've got some clouds and the sky behind it, and I've done that for all of them. And this is also dry. I've done a couple of layers on the top of just some clouds, and I'm not entirely sure I like the look of this, but I think once I do all the final touches it will look quite good. And then around the side I've just done some more clouds that just sort of wraps around like this. now I'm going to try and do those same clouds inside. I think this is going to get very messy because I've obviously got 2 doors to do, and this area here, quite a lot to it. So what I'm first going to do is, with a small sponge, I'm going to make up some pink and just put a whole bunch of pink in first, and then sort of use that to show where the clouds are going to be, and then use the gouache on top of that. So I'm hoping this will work quite well. What I might do first is just get some of the gouache ready, because if I can blend it somewhat with the actual colour, that will be a lot better. So I'm just going to put a little bit of water in there as well. There we go. And now I'm going to try and pick up some of the pink. There we go. And I'm just going to keep it quite light. I'm just going to dot it in a little bit, sort of make sort of where I think the cloud should go. Just like that, and maybe I'll have the clouds come around here as well. The foam gives quite a nice texture to the watercolour. I just think that's quite neat. And I'm just going to think about where I want the highlights to be, so I'll probably go a little bit down like this, something like that. Go. And another one here. Something like that. There we go. I'm going to have that drawing here a bit. There we go. And again, just coming right at the bottom of that pink, where the softer part of the clouds are going to be. Something like this, maybe a little bit there. Yeah, something like that. While it's still drying, I'm going to very gently go in with some of the gouache, and yeah, I'm going to keep it quite watery and not too messy. So I'm just touching it along this part here and through here as well. And I know that this is going to dry quite light, so it should blend quite nicely. I could even pick up a little bit more. And I might just squish that in a bit there. And when the next layer comes on, I'm going to really define the shape of these clouds a bit more, because they're looking a bit flat at the moment. But that's okay, because we can define them with a few layers of like a thicker gouache. What I also like to do is just get the dry bit and just blend it in a bit more. So here I can, actually if you can, probably can't see, if I just show you here, so put a bit more down, and then with the dry bit, just dabbing that in and just blending it all out a bit. There we go. When this all dries, I'm going to do another layer on top of this for the highlights, and then I'll come back and we can do some of the more final details. I want to put some stars in and just make it a little prettier. So I'll see you later. Everything has now dried, and what I'll do is I'll just quickly show you all the parts. So we've obviously got the top, and then we have the clouds at the bottom, and it kind of merges into the blue cloud at the top, the blue sky I mean, and I just tidied it up a bit as best I could, and you know, put the white bits in, and then on the inside I finished up all around these parts here, and the inside doors as well, like that. So yeah, a little bit messy, but it will look hopefully quite nice at the end. And it closes like this, but it doesn't stay shut. So I've actually got a little elastic band that I tie these two bits together, and that works quite well. So to finish this off, I'm going to add metallic paints, and I'm going to do little gold stars, and I'm going to add some silver just to some of the clouds as well, just to give it like a glistening effect. And I may add a moon, I don't know. Maybe I could do a moon here, I'm not sure, just like kind of half covered by the clouds. That might be cute. The paint that I'm going to be using is this Artway palette, which has some quite basic metallic colours. So I'll probably use this lighter silver and this gold as well for the stars. I'm going to use a very thin paintbrush. I don't think this is a particular brand. I think it's just I think it came as part of a pack. I might use a better paintbrush. I might use... I've got a rigger, but that might be a bit much. I think I'm going to use the Skoda Ultimo. It's just a little bit better quality and a bit softer as well, so I will use this one. I think I'm going to start on the outside first. I don't think I'm going to need this mixing palette actually, but yeah, let me just move that away. And the stars I'm going to do are just quite simple. I'm just thinking just some nice lines. few dots as well. I don't want to be overkill with the stars, so I'm just going to have them sort of haphazardly around. In like little clusters. Yeah, I really don't need it to be the most perfect thing in the world. Okay. I think we're sort of done now with the stars. I don't want to go too crazy. I think that's enough. It just gives it a little bit of something, you know. Okay, I'm gonna now do some on the very top, and I'm just going to okay, I'm gonna stop it there with this, just in case I go too far. Okay, I think that looks quite cute. I might add another layer depending on how well that dries. Now I'm going to do the silver. along the edges of the clouds. Again, I'm just going to do this so lightly. And I think I'll just try a little bit on the back before I commit to putting it elsewhere, just to see if it does look okay. What I might do is go in with a dry brush. So I'm going to grab this, actually, I'm going to grab this brush. It's the Pro Arts Sabling, I don't know. But it's quite soft, and I think this will work as a good dry brush. So I'm just going to, yeah. It's actually a lot darker than I thought it was going to be. I'm glad I just did this on the back to check. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna... No, I don't think that's gonna work. I'm just picking it up off of the cardboard there. Okay. No, I don't think the silver's going to work at all. What I can do now is do the inside, but I think I will do that off camera before this video becomes too long. And I will show you the final version with all my jewellery inside as well. I think that might be quite nice so you can see how it all works. Okay, and I'll see you later. This is the final version of the jewellery box, and I took all the masking tape off these pins. It was honestly so hard to take them off. They maybe where I wet them with the painting, it just became so sticky, and yeah, one of them tore off actually, so I had to super glue it back on, but yeah, it's okay now. So as you can see, it doesn't really close properly because obviously I didn't measure it. So if I show you inside, this is my jewellery, and I'll bring it a little bit closer so you can see. So I normally put my bracelets on the side here, and then I have all my necklaces here and at the back as well. I'll show you around here. And I've got some more bracelets here. This is probably my favourite necklace. I absolutely love it. I did put stars on the bottom, this bit here, but I decided against putting them on the doors because the way the doors are, they're curved round and I'm at an angle, and I just couldn't get a straight line to the sides. It was just going to get really messy, so I thought I'd rather have nothing than a whole bunch of squiffy looking stars. And I didn't do it on the drawers either, just because I really like how the cloud effect in the sky turned out with these ones, so I didn't want to add anything more to it. And then I have all my earrings on here. These ones I made, and these ones I bought. It's I don't know if you remember these, like squishy sweets. They're really cute. And yeah, just some simple necklaces and earrings. And on this side I have all my pearls. I think they're all fake, but some of these are my grandma's, my great grandma's rather, these beads here. And these are just some cheap ones that I got, I think from maybe Claire's a while ago. In the drawers I have many things. In these two drawers here I've got loads of bows in this one, and they're all the same. They've got little stars that shake. I think they're quite cute. And then in here I've got clips and various bits and other hair accessories in there. In this one I have my rings, and I've got a keychain and some earrings that I don't tend to wear all that often. And in the last one I've got the 2 star earrings, they're like little soft stars, and I just turned them into earrings, and they are massive but really fun to wear. So that is my box. I'm really glad with how it turned out. I just think it's something really charming and a little bit magical. And I guess that's how I feel when I open it up to get my jewellery. So yeah, whimsical, I guess. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe if you like this video, and if you want to see more painting and crafting bits. I have a video that I'm planning around painting a wine box to store all my tube paints in, and I think that's going to be a similar vibe to this one, but yeah, we'll see. Thank you again. Bye.